Practice for energy processing the microcosmic orbit. After the energy is stored, it must be recycled. There are two wonderful channels in our body, governor and functional, and the latter is also considered the birth canal. Working through it also relieves discomfort after eating, a clear signal that the channel is clogged and does not work. The functional channel runs from the lower central point of the chin right in the middle of the body in front to the point of Hui-Yin. This is the name of the point where we sit. The governor channel starts here. It rises in the middle of the back, passes over the head through the top of the head, and descends along the center of the forehead and bridge of the nose to the central point above the upper lip. When we press the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the upper teeth, we connect these two channels and get a microcosmic orbit. If the energy that we gathered in the tree exercise is sent around a microcosmic orbit, the energy and orbit are cleared. The worked out energy gives the body a completely different feeling than the raw one. The first part of the practice, the basic position, standing or sitting, legs ready. Hands on the lower dantian. 1. Imagine a red ball the size of a tennis ball in the lower dantian. If the dantian is located below the navel, more often in women than in men, imagine the red ball rising to the navel. We put our hands on the lower dantian and slowly raise them to the navel, imagining how the red ball rises. If your dantian is located just behind the navel, usually in men, you do not need to lift the ball up. 2. Imagine how the red ball is half out of the body to our hands, now it is under our hands. 3. Mentally send the red ball down to the point of Hui-Yin, and compress the anus. There is a channel through which the energy can escape. 4. Send the red ball up the back to the top of the head. Imagine the entire trajectory of the ball to the head is not necessary, just a mental order and desire to move the ball from the bottom point to the top. 5. Continue to move the ball, imagine that it goes from the top of the head down, again descending to the point of Hui-Yin. This is the microcosmic orbit. Pay attention to the movement of the ball through the channels. It does not move inside the body, but it does not move outside. Everyone's energy is different, the channels are located differently. The most universal is the movement of the red translucent ball in such a way that it is half submerged in the body, so the ball will move both on the inner and outer sides at the same time. The result is that the movement of the ball, the point Hui-Yin, hold the anus, inhale, the head is backwards, easier to have the ball pass through the channel through the outpost, points where energy does not pass well, the ball is moving upward to the top of the head. Exhale, the head tilt down to extend the trajectory of the ball moves down to the point of Hui-Yin. The first time we perform the practice for 5 minutes. The second time we perform 10 minutes, the third and all subsequent times -20 minutes. Or by the way your body feels. The final part of the practice, on the last movement of the ball to the point of Hui-Yin, stop it at the level of the hands, then lightly press on the stomach, sending it inside. Men who have a dantian in the center of the body behind the navel can imagine the ball shrinking in the dantian until it becomes a small point of light. Women and all who have a dantian below the navel send the ball to the center of the body at the level of the hands, and then slowly lower their palms on the surface of the body to the lower dantian, while imagining how the ball descends to the lower dantian in the center. When the ball is in the lower dantian, imagine how it shrinks and turns into a small point of light.